Sir, you said one reason why NVSR is not one of the top colleges is because of campus placements.
Yeah, it is also the attitude, mostly the attitude of the students. Attitude of the students is not really very positive. For example, yesterday we had a program wherein inauguration of Vivekananda's Institute of Human Excellence Center in the college, and I literally have to drive the students to the venue where Swamiji had come all the way to speak here, and which is not acceptable, because
The students
should be willing to come on their own. It is after all meant for them. The center is it is their own center, which will help them in the development of their professional skills, personality development, interpersonal skills and all that. And you don't expect the principal and somebody else to drive the students. It is like, you call somebody to your home and you don't receive them, you are not there to receive them rather. And that is absolutely nonsense.
not acceptable.
It is highly embarrassing. Embarrassing to the students, not to the principal actually. So unless you build an image for yourself, I don't think really others can really build your image. You build an image for yourself and market that image.
Sir, since you've joined our college, you've implemented a string of new rules. There's been a lot of opposition to them from the students. Could you tell us what these rules were meant to achieve?
See, freedom is given to those people who are responsible. And I found that the students are not so responsible to themselves.
In what ways?
Attendance is 75% required. And last semester there was a huge fiasco. And students had very less attendance. Well, the college has been following such kind of norm perhaps. But then I feel self-discipline, regularity, punctuality, a self-imposed discipline is required for one to be truly professional. Honesty, integrity, all these matter most.
But sir, let's take 4th years for example.
Yeah.
They've been attending sincerely since the past 3 years. And now...
But I didn't find that. Last time,
So last time we had Sangamam, sir. Everyone was
whatever it
busy
is,
organizing.
even in the first semester, when I checked up the attendance and all that, in the first semester itself, and I found that the attendance was really pathetic. And in fact, one of the relatives, not relatives, I mean a known people, family, friends, daughter, when I asked her, why did you choose MVSR Engineering College some time back, she said, they care a damn for attendance. That's the reason why I chosen MVSR.
Oh.
And I think that is unacceptable.
So if the 75%
And
is...
attendance is required anyway. It is not that we are imposing, it is university imposes that. And some self-discipline is required. Students are on the wrong side of their teenage, they have got so many other attractions. Well, good number of students perhaps they do in spite of the teachers or in spite of anything else. But there are some students, probably about 50 to 60% in number, they need guidance, help, they need some discipline to be enforced on them. You can't help it. System is driven like that. And you need to do that. There is no other option. It is in their interest actually it is being done. See, tomorrow somebody comes to college, can we afford to go to your office tomorrow once you graduate at about 10 o'clock?
They come to
And
college
leave,
at 9:30.
leave anywhere, leave for anywhere, anytime, and again come back. It's not done like that. See, people have to work. See, the 7 hours of students to be seated for 7 hours on a bench listening to teachers, some of them could be good, some of them could be average. But then it is a discipline required to do a job for more than 40 years. And the discipline cannot come overnight. 16 years of education is therefore meant to achieve the longer objective or the larger objective. And you may say that we are listening to some trash in the class, but then you need to listen to more trash for 40 years later. How do you overcome that? How do you live with that, put up with that?
Yes.
These are a training only, nothing more than that. That's the way I look at it. And my philosophy is some self-imposed discipline is required. When self-imposed discipline is not there, somebody has to enforce the discipline. Freedom is given only to responsible people, not for irresponsible people. It's my conviction, it will die only when I die. That's it.
So most of the fourth years, they are preparing for GATE, they're preparing for
Yes.
GRE, various other things, and they're unable to do it because of the attendance constraint. They just
No, see, GRE preparation is not done overnight. Preparation for
But it has
GRE
to be
starts
done.
from the childhood or from at least from first year onwards.
Major preparation is done about 15 days before the exams.
That's okay. See, you have got 4 months of semester, 16 weeks, and if you miss 2 weeks also,
But it doesn't
events,
end there,
no, 2 weeks, if you miss 2 weeks also, events will not fall. Because 2 out of 16 means what? 1/8. 1/8 means what? It is less than 15%.
Sir, you have GRE.
You have got anyway 75% attendance criterion.
No, sir, you have TOEFL and then you have IELTS. It's
Whatever it is not that we are imposing it. It is basically university imposes a restriction of 75.
No, I didn't mean remove the 75% attendance. I was just asking if you could give a little lenience for students who have a very valid reason for not coming to college.
It's not possible because you cannot, generalize some exceptions.
Even when it comes to studies.
Yes, anything. A rule is a rule. Once you start diluting the rule, everything gets diluted.
That's a bit harsh, sir. You sincerely are studying at home.
You study at home. You need to attend the college and you need to attend the college. That's it. You have no other option. It is university imposes that restriction of 75% attendance. Who are way to dilute that? And we are not. As the principal of the college, I should protect university rules. Otherwise, I am not doing justification to the job that entrusted to me.
So why did you impose the rule that only collar shirts?
Because that gives a little bit of more decency and professional look.
But a lot of people have to have a whole new wardrobe right now because they have only collar round neck ones.
No, see, people use something is written on that, but something ugly sometimes. To avoid all that,
So sir, is it okay if the t-shirt is plain, doesn't have anything inappropriate written on it? Can they still wear it?
I prefer a collared one because it still gives a little bit more professional look and more decent.
And sir, since I think as long as I've been in college, students and professors have been parking right here, the cars under the shed.
See, after all, you respect the elders, right?
True, sir, but when there's place for students to park, can they?
I don't think there is enough space for students to park. Because some parking is required for visitors and some parking is also required for management committee members who ever come to visit the campus for various purposes. And faculty are about 190 nearly in number, and non-teaching staff also are about 170 or 180 in number, about 370. Assuming only half of them get their vehicles also, this parking space is quite inadequate. In fact, it is grossly inadequate.
So sir, can you build a shed here?
Well,
It harms
it requires again a lot of funds, and the government doesn't allow the tuition fee to be enhanced.
What about
And
college
as of
funds?
now, we are actually facing a situation where 95% of the revenue is going towards salary. Nowhere in the world 31,000 rupees fee is imposed. In fact, I pay through my nose for my daughter in SRM 1.5 lakhs per annum. Because the infrastructure provided also is obviously outstanding.
Yes, SRM is one of the.
It's one of the world-class infrastructures we have provided.
So there's no way students can park under the shed.
It's difficult because the space is quite inadequate. Because somebody, see, for example, now secretary or chairman or someone comes, there is a parking space available for them.
Because
And some visitors come, some company people they come. They also need some parking space here.
how
And
about
see, even if you go to CBIT, Their parking area, of course, is much higher than this, but even there are also large number of students parking outside that. What can be done?
The students are being used to parking in the sheds. It is completely
That's
new to
okay,
them.
because now we have, market some slots exclusively for some faculty members and non-teaching staff. No, resources are limited. Priority is given to them. It's a natural thing, I think. We need to respect the faculty first.
Yes, true, sir. We do.
Unless you say that I don't respect the faculty, it's a different matter altogether.
The collar rule, why no parking, why such strict attendance? Everyone wants to know the answer. So I
No,
thought
why
it's
is
like
the attendance strict? Nothing like strict attendance. 75%. It is university imposed restriction.
Yeah.
We are not deviating from that. Perhaps earlier some people might have deviated from that. But at least I will be the last person to deviate from any rule for that matter. Once a rule is imposed, we will not deviate from the rule. We need to respect our constitution. And university constitution is academic regulations. So therefore academic regulations are to be respected. And we are respecting them and we are just following the academic regulations in total. We don't deviate from that. We are not supposed to. If I am deviating from the academic regulations, it means that I am breaking the constitution of the university.